All aboard! We're heading down Mexico way for a spicy taste of south of the border treats. Check out how taco shells take on a special shape. Discover how refried beans got their misleading name, and cool it down with a cheesy topping made for melting. Then get rolling with a taste of the taquito and see what it takes to engineer an enormous enchilada. Plus, top it off with a sweet look at the horchata. So grab those maracas and start eating. All these south of the border specialties and more coming up next on Unwrapped. Coming up next, it's a sweet, creamy south of the border sip. Check out what flavors make the horchata unique and learn how it's moving out of the kitchen and into the mainstream. Just ahead. Welcome back to Unwrapped, where we're saying Viva Mexican food. And if things are getting just a little spicy, you can reach for a traditional Mexican drink called the horchata. But its origins actually run deeper than south of the border. So we're going to find out where it started and get a look at how they're mixing it today for the masses. In Mexico, it's a gulp of everyday life. But in America, many aren't familiar with this sweet Latin liquid.
Horchata refers to a traditional Mexican rice water beverage.
This drink may be associated with our southern neighbor, but horchata actually arose across the Atlantic.
It was developed in Spain, and they used to use the chufa root for it. When the Spaniards moved to the New World and settled in Mexico, chufa wasn't as indigenous to the area.
So Mexicans turned to another starch, rice, now the defining ingredient in horchata.
Traditionally, Mexican grandmothers have been preparing it by making a big vat of rice.
Today, the folks at Rosa's Horchata are still cooking with rice, but they're simplifying the process.
We use rice flour, which adds all of the necessary qualities of rice, from the flavor profile to the mouthfeel.
To brew a batch of horchata, bags of rice flour combined with water, dry milk, and significant amounts of sugar.
We'll use 2,800 pounds of sugar.
Next, the horchata homogenizes, creating a beverage that's shelf-stable. Flavoring and coloring add to the concoction, creating varieties such as strawberry and melon. And while these sips are mostly enjoyed with spicy food in Mexican restaurants, Rosa's is learning that it can be savored across many borders.
And we're finding consumers of all types, not only Mexicans but crossover, are enjoying the product just as much.
Because of its rice and milk base, the horchata is actually a natural antidote to the spice of Mexican food. And there's some new twists on Mexican cuisine showing up as well, like this one, the taquito. It's actually a Mexican fortune cookie that has readings in both English and Spanish. Thanks for watching. See us again next time when we unwrap more secrets behind America's favorite foods. I'm Mark Summers, and this one says, children are life's rewards.